So anyways, hey y'all. I maybe could have recorded earlier, but like I didn't feel like it. So today I'm gonna give y'all a story time. Okay, it's another one. I gave y'all a story time last time and it was about my fight video. Now I'm gonna get into the real story time of the story times. This is the story time about how I got played by my first stud / math. Yeah, so I did this story time before. I did it like multiple times before, but I just never got around to posting it, and then I didn't like the outcome out of all of them. So yeah, I'm gonna do code names too. My little cousin's in the car. Say hi. My little cousin's in the car. She's probably gonna like say stuff, but it's okay because she's my little cousin. She just wants to hear about the story too. So I'm gonna give code names. I'm gonna like add them on as we go along. So I made this friend. So I moved from Georgia to North Carolina, right? And I made this friend. His name is, we're gonna make his name, we're gonna make his name Stepstool, right? So with Stepstool, I made a friend. He was like my first like real friend. You know what I mean? Real friend. Let me put the air quotes because he wasn't my friend. He was one of my first real friends. So he was one of my friends that stuck by me, you know what I mean? So I was friends with, you know, Stepstool, and then he's how I actually met my best friend Casey. And Casey was friends with all of Stepstool's family because they kind of grew up together. So she knew Stepstool's whole family. She knew Stepstool's sisters, Stepstool's mom, everything. So Casey was really the hookup for real. She the one that told me about everybody. Excuse me. So yeah, she's the one that told me about everybody. So obviously, if Stepstool and Casey are close, then, and I'm close with Casey and Stepstool, I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? So me, Stepstool, and Casey, we were kind of a trio. We were a trio for a couple of months too. We matched on Christmas. But anyways, so yeah, Stepstool and Casey. So Stepstool, so Casey was best friends with both the Stepstool sisters. This is so mean, but these are the nicknames. Squidface and Old Girl. Okay, Squidface and Old Girl. So she was friends with Squidface and Old Girl. She, at that time, she was closer to Old Girl than she was with Squidface, but whatever. Squidface and Old Girl. So around Christmas time, since Casey was close with Stepstool, Old Girl, and Squidface, I obviously had to be friends. Like, I was around them. So in December, I started talking to Old Girl. I don't know how I did. Because once I first found out who she was, I was like, oh yeah, she fine. Like, she but at that time, she was a femme. Like, she didn't dress like a boy or anything. Like, she dressed like a girl. So I was just like, okay, period. Like, don't ever play with a cat. Like, what? I thought she was fine as fuck. Mind you, I've been gay since 2nd grade. Everybody knew that I was gay. So, like, this wasn't a new thing. And I didn't even know that Old Girl was gay. But apparently she was. So, well, not apparently, but she is. So, yeah. So, I started talking to Old Girl or whatever. It didn't really become that much. We literally only talked for, like, 2 weeks. And then we stopped talking. And we only FaceTimed one time. Mind you, I was 2 years old, so I was like, oh, I was just like, I'm just gonna sit back. Yeah, so I didn't really talk to, you know, Old Girl. I just kind of we kind of just drifted away from each other. I think I ghosted her, actually. I don't remember, okay? She was just boring. So yeah, me and Stepstool fell out in, like, I don't even know when me and Stepstool fell out. We didn't like fall out necessarily. We just stopped being friends. Like, we stopped associating with each other. We stopped talking to each other. So, and I always stay best friends with Casey. Casey, that's my bitch. So, you okay? So, you okay? So yeah. Yeah. So me and Casey stayed friends, stuff like that. It gets to about, before me and Stepstool fell out, obviously Casey was still friends with Squidface and old girl. So, and after me and old girl fell out, you know, Squidface and old girl was still friends with Casey. So we would still, and since me and Casey was best friends and it was getting hotter outside, me and Casey used to hang out all day, every day. So it was one of the days that I was at Casey's house. She was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to meet up with old girl today. We were supposed to hang out. And I was gonna go. She was like, I'm gonna go by their little, I'm calling them out. I don't know. But we were like, we're gonna go by their trailer. So we went to their little trailer. Smelled like shit, but who cares, right? So we went to their little trailer, whatever. Old girl, right? Y'all, me and Casey, we love doing flips and tricks and shit. We used to do front handsprings. Casey did a front handspring, and I remember this like it was the day. I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. She was like, ooh, that was sexy as fuck. I want to see Shane do it. And I did it. And I did it. Like, what? I did it. But yeah, that same day, she had pulled Casey to the side, and she pulled her, like, she was like, Casey, come with me real quick. And she took her to the side of their trailer, and she was like, and like, she was over there for a while. And I was just like, oh, period. I was talking to Stepstool because we were, I really don't know what to tell you, my boy. You're gonna have to hold it. There's nowhere to go, Bookie. You're gonna have to hold it. Can you hold it? Damn. I don't know what to tell you, my boy. Because they ain't even no bathroom in the stove. I really don't know what to tell you. I'm see if she got a fucking diaper in here or something. You gonna have to hold it. If you had to use the bathroom, you had to use the bathroom a second ago. Like, that's why I saw. No, this little girl, she stayed waiting till the last second for something. She was literally sitting up here bunched up holding her crotch. And then I asked you if you was okay, and you said you were okay. So I thought you was okay. If you would have told me a second ago, then I could have called Nana. I don't know what to tell you, my boy. I love you to pieces, but there's nothing I can do about that. Can you hold it? Hold it for as long as you can hold it, and then let me know when you can't hold it no more, okay? Okay? As I was speaking of. So, yeah, we get to the place. We get to the, you know, and at that time, like, I was talking to Stepstool while Casey and old girl was doing what they was doing when they was talking. Casey texted me. But yeah, so they was doing whatever they was doing, talking. I was talking to Stepstool, making conversation. And then Casey comes back over there. She comes back over there and she was like, yo, like, old girl just told me she wanna go. She said the most diabolical ass things to me, and I was just like, and that old girl proceeds to be like, Shane, come over here, Shane. What are you pulling me to the side for, old girl? What are you pulling me to the side for? So she pulled me to the side and she was like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cheesing this shit. But she pulled me to the side. And she didn't even, like, I don't even remember what she said. She was just like, she said something along the lines of, I would kiss you right now or something. Or like, you don't know the things that I would fucking do to you. Something like that. Something weird. And I was just like, no, because at that time, I had the biggest crush on that girl. I literally begged Casey to go over there. She didn't even want to go over there at first. I begged her to go over there. So I could see old girl. So it was like whatever. She was like whatever, and then we went. So then all of that happened. So I was all cheesing. I had the biggest crush on this girl still. So I was just like going with everything she said. whatever. It kind of just slipped my mind because I was just more focused on the fact that she was talking to me. You okay? So I was more focused on the fact that she was talking to me. So yeah. I don't remember what she said after that, but then we left. And then I want to say like, and then we made plans to hang out again like the next day, or it was like a few days after. I don't remember what day, okay? But I just know we made plans. So obviously, since me and Casey were hanging out every single day, me and Casey were together. So, and I remember that day too, because that day Casey had stayed the night at my house, and then we went back to Casey's house. So we went back to Casey's house. We were supposed to meet the girl at the park. So we were at the park, me and Casey trying to get fucking cell phone reception because our phones were off so we could text the girl. So Casey could text the girl, okay? Don't get it twisted. So Casey could text the girl and be like, so is we still hanging out today? Whatever. So eventually we just showed up to their trailer because it wasn't that far away from the park anyway. So we walked to the trailer. Stepstool was there, obviously. Stepstool was like, why the fuck you all here? And we were like, we're not here for you, brotastic, brodacious. We're not here for you. We're here for... I mean, old girl, y'all. I meant old girl, y'all. Whoops. We're here for old girl. So yeah, old girl comes outside. You know what I'm saying? And me, Casey, and old girl walk to the park. The dog is there. Old girl dog follows them. I don't know where the dog... Look, the dog came out of the crack of ass, but that was their dog. And the dog followed us to the park. While we were at the park, we ended up losing the dog. The dog ran away. But whatever. And they ain't never seen that dog since. That's great. Whatever. So, we get to the park. It was low-key kind of awkward because we didn't have nothing to talk about. We talked about their dead homie. We talked about old girl's dead ex because old girl's dead ex, old girl and Stepstool's old girl dated the same guy and he was dead. So they was talking about their dead homie or whatever, and I started talking about my dead homie, and yeah. So then eventually I'm minding my business somewhere doing something, and then Casey and old girl said something to Casey, and then Casey was like, oh, old girl wanna kiss you. She said she wanna kiss me. I was like, she wanna kiss me? Actually, she wanna kiss me, like, don't hurt the cat. But anyways, she wanted to kiss me. So we were like, okay, let's play truth or dare. Obviously and after she told me that, that's when the idea of truth or dare came. And I already knew in my head, because if the bitch just said she wants to kiss me and then you want to play truth or dare, that's the first thing that's going to be asked. So we played truth or dare. Casey asked old girl first. Obviously she says dare. Obviously Casey says kiss Shane on the mouth right now, and she did. It's a dare. Like, you're not gonna not do a dare. Like, well, it's a dare. If it's a dare, you're gonna do the dare. If it's a dare, you're gonna do the dare. So she did the dare, and then we continued playing for like a little bit, and then like a good, not even that long goes by. I want to say like 5-10 minutes goes by, and then old girl gets up and she's like, Shane, come over here. Shane, come over here. Leaves Casey over there by herself with the damn dog. Or I think the dog was over there. She left Casey over there with the damn dog. And then we went to the side, and then she kissed me again. I'm sorry, I'm cheesing this shit. I'm cheesing this shit. Anyways, yeah. I don't remember what else she said. While we was over there. Oh, I know what she said. She was like, y'all, I will start blushing in front of this camera. She was like, you don't get butterflies when I do that? And I was like, nope. I did say no. I definitely did say no. I definitely did say no. Was I getting butterflies? Probably. I did say no though. And then, you know, we hanging out at the park, hours go by, whatever. Then we end up taking old girl home. And yeah, that's pretty much the fuck it on that part. So yeah, that was like the last altercation that I had old girl. After that, we had like occasional contact, like, because we had each other added on stuff, but like we didn't like talk at all. But yeah, so months and 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 months go by, and it's recently, it's April of this year. This happens, that other shit happened so long ago, and my lash is falling off, but that other shit happened so long ago, it's crazy. Anyways, so about March of this year comes around, when I had first, like, while I was living in, like, I had moved in January and then stayed till March, until May. So in January I moved, in February I moved. So yeah, so in March or so, I had gotten, I remember this because I remember this so well. That's why I'm like, this bitch hasn't even been a freaking stud or a mask for that long. Like, she's not even been like that for that long. Because literally, I remember in March, I had bought this crop top that went all the way the fuck up to here, and I was wearing the crop top and gray sweatpants. And I sent her a snap, and she sent me a snap, because we were mutuals, we were chill. And we were wearing the same outfit. She was wearing a crop top. So I was like, bitch, we're matching. I remember that conversation. I was like, we're matching. She was like, yeah, period, we matching. She didn't say period, but, you know, she agreed with me that we were matching. And she was wearing a crop top. That's why I'm like, why are you just now turning into a nigga? I don't think studs wear crop tops, guys. I might be tripping though, but I don't think studs wear crop tops. So anyways, yeah, so we start talking in like March, like the end, like, no, I think that kind of like started it. That was like at the beginning of us talking. We weren't like talking, but we were like talking. Like, we were calling each other fine and shit, you know, talking, but not talking, but talking. And we weren't like talking like often. Like, we would have a conversation like every other day. So one of them, so around like April time of us just talking but not really talking, but talking but not, at the end of April, she hit me up around 420 too. They were like, oh, we're about to do this for 420, can you hang out? I'm in a whole different state, so I can't hang out. And she was like, oh, that's chill. I think she deleted the fucking audio recording. I really think she did, but if she didn't, then it's in there somewhere. Anyways, but yeah, she was like, can you, I do have the video. I recorded the video on video, and then I recorded that video. Like, I recorded the audio on video, and then I recorded that video. My grandmother's coming, so I will finish this story time later. Y'all, I could have just lost my phone forever. I'm praying to the baby Jesus himself my phone doesn't fall. Anyways, you guys, I need to finish my story time. My freaking thingy thing is also on fucking 7%, so like, don't come with me. So basically where I left off was, she sent me a voice recording on 420 asking if I can hang out, and I said no because I'm in Georgia. Oh, so then after that she was like, okay, I'm gonna start talking to you more. She was like, I'm gonna start talking to you more. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And then we started talking. Then that's when we had very first started talking every single day. So yeah, literally everybody and their mama can hear this right now, but it's okay. So yeah, that's when we had first started talking like everyday type shit. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how it started. Like, we would just like occasionally, not like occasionally, but like every day we talk like how a normal fucking couple would talk. Not couple, but like talking stage people would talk. So yeah, we was talking for about a week before this. I got a text message. I think I have the picture up somewhere. But I got a text message and she said the most diabolical things. She was like, I really want to show you the good side of me, but I want you. While reading it, because it's like, girl, you just said everything that you could possibly read in a book from a fucking, that's the, she literally just read to me the captions of some porn video somewhere. Like, girl, I don't, that's just weird to be getting texts to my phone that while living with my grandmother. But anyways, yeah, and I'm gonna put it up on there so I want to see. So yeah, that happened. And I was like, oh, period. I was just like, I don't even know what to say. And I did say actions speak louder than words. I did, y'all. That was, I just touched the spider, 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 I just touched the spider. Anyways, make sure they call on me. Anyways, yeah. So she told me that after that we were still talking and talking. Obviously more that she was talking, the more I found out about her, and she told me about her ex. Also, she has this tattoo. She told me about her ex, that they'd been together for a long time. That was the love of her life. She didn't love her no more, but that was the love of her life. So it's like, okay, whatever. And she had the girl's name tattooed on her. And this is what really made me mad. She has it tattooed on her right here, and then she has it in Japanese tattooed right here. Why you got you tattooed is, you know what, mind my business. Mind you, this girl is how many years old. You're not even the legal age to get a tattoo, so why are you getting it? You know what, mind your business. Mind my business. So, yeah. So, you know, we talking. I end up moving back to Kannapolis. We're still talking. And then there was this incident. She kept posting on the account, her freaking Instagram account. She was posting videos of this girl, and she put it on her highlights too, talking about my girlfriend. And I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? How you got a girlfriend if me and you supposed to be me and you? And she was like, oh, that's just my ex brace face. That's the girl name. That's just my ex brace face. There's nothing going on with me and her. But you got brace face tattooed on you. And okay, look, there's nothing going on with me and her, while she's posting about, oh, I love this bitch to pieces. I love this bitch so much. Like, do you love the bitch? She's like, okay, whatever. I brushed it off, but I didn't brush it off. I brushed it off, but it was still in my head, and I still always thought about it. So I was just like, yeah, let me just distance myself away from this bitch, because I don't know if she's with this girl or not. And me and her aren't even together, so I can't tell her who to talk to and who not to talk to. So I'm just like, okay. So yeah, some time goes on, brace face becomes more of a problem, and then I confronted her about it multiple times. Every time I would confront her about it, she would just be like, oh, me and her, we're old. That's old news. You just need to trust me. You just need to trust me, Bookie. There was this one incident. It was, why are y'all still popping fireworks? The 4th of July was 3 days ago. Sorry, anyways. But yeah, so she becomes more and more of a problem. I go to my friend Ayla's house. While I'm at Ayla's house, the girl just keeps posting about her ex over and over and over. And I've been told her to stop. She said she would stop, but since that's not what we're doing, that's not what we're doing. So I was just blocked her. I blocked her on fucking Snapchat. I didn't block her on Instagram. I just blocked her on Snapchat. And then she texted me on Instagram like, why you blocked me, this and this. She called me a few times. I didn't answer. And I'm just like, girl, I don't got time to argue with you. She was like, you're not finna explain nothing to me. You're not gonna explain nothing, like what? And I'm just like, she's like, you're not gonna let me explain? And I was like, okay, explain it. She says the exact same stuff she would always say anytime I would talk about her. Me and her, nothing. She's old news. You just need to trust me. This, and this. And I'm just like, okay, what's really your point here? So then we have a little argument, and then she's just like, okay, I'm just not gonna talk to you no more. And I was like, okay, that's fine. She didn't talk to me for like 3-4 days. And then, She goes on Instagram Live. I join it on my fake account, so she don't know that it's me actually joining her live. She goes, you guys, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. Pause the whole show, because before that you was calling me your girlfriend, saying that me and you were gonna get together. So why are you calling somebody else your girlfriend if me and you were supposed to get together? But yeah, so I text her, I'm like, so who's your girlfriend? And then she goes in the group chat. I don't think I have the messages. If I have the messages, I'm gonna put them up. She goes in the group chat because me, Casey, my friend Ayla, and old girl made a group chat. And then she goes, we all know who my girlfriend is. Who's we? Who is it then? She sends a picture of her laying between the bitch's thighs, and the caption said, me bitch. When I tell y'all I never wanted to jump through a screen so fast, y'all, I never wanted to jump through a screen so bad. And then she sends me the freaking voice recording. That's my favorite voice recording of all time. I remember it by heart. These were her exact words. She was like, hey y'all, it is what it is. It really is what it is.
I already told Shane that we weren't going to work out because it was long distance and shit like that. And
wrong, it wasn't long distance. We lived 20 minutes up the street from each other. But anyways, but it was long distance and shit. So yeah, it is what it is, right?
It is, right? Yeah.
She said right to the face. And then she was like, yeah. I really wanted to jump through that screen, I swear. And I have her address now, so it's like if I didn't have her address, then I could have jumped through the screen. I literally would have jumped. I would have literally pulled up over there so fast, y'all, if I really knew I could. There's a bug trying to get on my phone. And I kept talking to her. So we were talking for however long after that. We keep talking, and yeah, we talking. I don't know. We was talking. Mind you, I still definitely 100% did keep my distance because I knew this bitch kept. One of the other excuses, whenever I would say that she was posting about the girl, she would be like, oh, well, she's logged into my account, you know, so I can't control that. You can control when somebody's logged into your account, Bookie. You can control when somebody's logged into your account. Just log them out of your account. But anyways, so she was like, she's just gonna keep posting. I can't get her to stop posting, guys. I'm sorry. I have her blocked. She told me that so many times and then ended up being like, oh, well, I texted Braceface. But she said, oh, I have her blocked. That's the main thing she would always say. I have her blocked. I don't even talk to her no more. I have her blocked. Shut up. You're lying. But anyways, yeah. So some time goes on, even more time goes on. I'm still talking to the bitch. And then she would just find things. She would just find things to say to try to break our relationship up. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not coming off you. Because at that point, I loved her. I did. I didn't really want to be with her. I just wanted her to be honest with me, and I wanted her to see me and nobody else. And I really thought I could be able to do that, but clearly she didn't want to. So time goes on. We're still talking. We still have these occasional arguments, but we talk it out, and then we'll end up buddy on sleeping on the phone the next day. So like, here's and this is gonna play a part into later in the story. But one time I was at Ayla's house. I was taking a nap. I was actually wearing this exact outfit. It wasn't that long ago. It was on the 24th of June. I remember, because I was wearing this outfit. I took a nap, and then this bitch called me out of my sleep. And mind you, I put on my story and I put on my Instagram notes, it's nap time. Because if it's nap time, it's nap time. If I'm about to take a nap, I'm going to let people know that I'm taking a nap. So I put on my notes, nap time. I posted on my story, nap time. Now, I didn't know this was going on because I was slumped. But Ayla told me, because there's always been a group chat, me, Ayla, and Casey on Snapchat and on Instagram. So I wake up, Ayla told me that old girl had called the group chat. I didn't answer, but she did, and she was like, but Ayla did and said, it's nap time, everybody's sleeping. And she said that old girl said, fuck nap time. Fuck nap time, bitch. I need to sleep. I want to sleep. If I'm going to sleep, I'm going to sleep. Trust. If I want to sleep, I'm going to get my Z's in. But clearly that's what, look, I don't know. Okay, I don't. But yeah. So she was like, fuck nap time. So then she hung up and she was like, I'm gonna hang up and call again so Shane will wake up. So she literally hung up, called again, and I ended up waking up, and then I ended up staying on the phone with her and conversating with her throughout the whole freaking night because she wanted me to wake up. So then a week or so later, I'm at Casey's house, right? This is because I had stayed at Ayla's for about a month. I went to Casey's house. I'm at Casey's house. I called the group chat, right? Old girl is like, I'm asleep. Ain't no sleeping around these parts. You woke me up out of my nap time, so baby, it's time to get up. Arise. But she was like, no, I'm not fucking with y'all. She didn't answer. She answered, but she didn't say anything. She would just go back in there. Anyways, you guys, yeah. So, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying already. As I was saying, so about a week later, I was at Casey's house. I called the group chat. She was talking about some, she didn't want to join the call. Oh, girl, she was like, I'm not joining the call. Like, y'all will wake me up out of my sleep. I'm going to go to bed. She put her phone on Do Not Disturb, so we couldn't call her. The next day, we try to call again. She does the exact same thing. And I'm like, okay, this is not what we're going to be doing. She didn't talk to me all day either. So I'm like, you're just not going to be speaking to me. That's not what we're going to do. If you're going to stop speaking to me, then I'll stop speaking to you. But then if I stop speaking to you, it's going to be a problem. Or if I don't answer the phone, it's going to be a problem. So why aren't you answering the phone and why aren't you speaking to me? So then I get her to call. She's like, I just want to go to sleep. And I was like, okay, let's go to sleep then on the phone. And then I'm minding my business. I didn't even go to sleep. I was laying on the trampoline outside at Casey's. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to really tell you what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's going on. And I was like, well, I want to know what's going on. Tell me what's going on. The first thing she says out of her mouth, and this is so unexpected too, because the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, Braceface is pregnant, right? Braceface is pregnant. What? She's like, so Braceface is pregnant, right? And I'm like, wait, what? She's pregnant right now? She's like, yeah, Braceface is pregnant. So basically 2 months ago, ooh, this irks my soul because this was in June and me and her started talking in March, and then she wanted to talk about so 2 months ago, me and this girl were madly in love and we decided to do in vitro fertilization. I look rough right now, but I'm editing. So I just realized during that whole thing that the bitch didn't do in vitro fertilization. I still think the baby's fake, but the bitch didn't do in vitro fertilization because that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. In vitro fertilization is a very long ass process, and you'd have to take the egg out of the one partner and put it in the other partner. That's why it's in vitro fertilization. You got to take one egg out of the one person and then put it in the other person with the sperm. About it because they aren't even fully educated on it. If they could have said artificial insemination, where they just put the sperm inside. But then old girl also said that Braceface did it all by herself. So if she did it all by herself, then there's no way it was in vitro fertilization. That's part of the reason why I knew that it wasn't like legit. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. 2 months ago, me and you started talking 4 months ago. Why are you 2 months ago, me and this girl were madly in love and we were together and we wanted to have a baby, so I agreed and we did in vitro fertilization. Now the bitch is pregnant. I didn't think it was gonna work and I can't take care of nobody's baby. Literally right there made my whole world stop. Like I literally sat there for 5 consecutive minutes. You can ask Casey and you can ask old girl. I literally sat there for like 5 whole consecutive minutes. I was just like, whoa. And she was like, she had the nerve to be like, are you mad at me? Yes, I'm mad at you. Yes, I'm mad at you. Yes, I'm mad at you. Me and you were supposed to be talking for the last 4 months, and now you want to tell me that 2 months ago you were madly in love with this bitch and y'all had a baby. And then she talked about something, that's not my baby. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to take care of that fucking baby. Like, I literally skipped past the whole you cheated on me type shit. Because she didn't cheat on me because we weren't together. But, like, you basically cheated on me. You told me you didn't even talk to this bitch. You told me you broke up with this bitch in December and haven't spoken to her since then. But now you're talking about 2 months ago. That was May. What are you... 2 months ago. And then she said, and what's crazy is that she said this was 2 months ago, but she's 1 month pregnant. Like, what? Like, huh? Like, make sense right now. You're not making no sense right now. What? Like, really, that I had to really wrap that around my head, because it's like, what? I personally think the baby's fake. Like, no more. Because at that moment, I was just like, well, you're gonna have to take care of the baby no matter what. And at that time, I felt really bad. Because, bitch, how are you gonna, if you're having a baby, I'm not just gonna leave you. If you're going through these hard times, I'm not just gonna leave you. Why would I leave you in your hard times? That, if you're going through something this crazy, if I was going through something this crazy, I wouldn't want somebody to leave me. So why would I leave her? I was just like, you just need to tell me what's going on. In situations like this, you need to tell me what's going on. You don't ever be telling me what's going on. I need to be knowing what's going on. She was like, yep, got you. And I was like, you need to tell my mom about this. I did, because I was still at Casey's house, so I needed my mom to bring me some clothes. And I was like, you're gonna have to tell my mom about this. You're gonna have to explain this to my mom. And I passed the phone right over to my mom, and she explained it to her. You can't tell me this and then not explain it to my mom. This was all in the same night. So yeah, and then my mom told old girl to block Braceface. Did I say Braceface the last couple of times? I meant Braceface if I didn't. But yeah, I was like, my mom told her to block Braceface until the baby's born. And she was like, I don't think that baby's real, because she sent me the ultrasound pictures talking about she's 1 month pregnant, but then showed a fully grown baby. That baby was at least 8 months gestational. I've done my research on pregnancies. I've done my research. I used to watch birth vlogs. I used to watch like people live give birth. I used to watch people pregnancy journeys and stuff. I used to watch that type of stuff. That's just the stuff that I've always been, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be a nurse when I get older. So of course I'm going to watch that type of stuff. Specifically like an ultrasound tech or something. But, you know, so I used to watch that stuff. So obviously I know what a 1 month old fetus looks like. It's this big, but you showed me a fully grown baby. So what's really the tea? That's why I originally said I don't think the baby's real, because you just showed me a picture of a 9 month grown baby and you said she's 1 month pregnant. Make it make sense. Even my mother looked at it and was like, bitch, that's a fully grown baby. She said it was a fully grown baby before I realized it was a fully grown baby. My mom was like, that is a fully grown ass baby. My mom pulled up the ultrasound pictures from when she was 1 month pregnant with me, and I wasn't a fully grown baby. So why is that a fully grown baby in your stomach? Make it make sense. So I don't know. And I was like, I think that baby's fake as fuck. Me and my mom was like, I think that baby's fake as fuck. And so did Casey. Casey was like, I think that baby is fake. That is not a real baby. That's a dog. Hey! Oh, they're barking at me. Oh my goodness. I keep having to switch locations, but I am gonna have to make the rest of this really quick. Even though there's not that much left, I just need to make it really quick. So basically, you know, I told her I was gonna stick by her, because like if somebody was in that situation, I wouldn't just leave them. And yeah, so time goes on, not that long, like a few days really. And I really think she was just trying to break up our relationship, but hey, you know. So Peyton, Peyton was commenting under Squidface's post, and I commented under it too, because I was like, what are you so mad for? Because Squidface had been viewing my page, Peyton's page, Casey's page, and Casey's brother's page, because Peyton and Casey's brother are dating. So, well, they're engaged now, but you know. So Casey's brother and Peyton had been viewing Squidface's page apparently, and then Squidface would make a post about it, so Peyton made a post back, and I commented under Peyton's post while me and Peyton were still cool. And I was like, for real, why is she so mad? And me, Casey, and Peyton would talk about the situation with Squidface, but we would never like, you know, because it didn't really matter that much. And Casey and Squidface had just fell out, so it's like, so it became this whole argument Old girl texted my phone and was like, why are you talking crap about my sister? Everybody's talking crap about my sister. But yeah. So she was like, y'all can't be talking about my sister. I was like, nobody was talking about your epileptic ass sister. I went off. I did. I went all the way off unnecessarily. I went all off. I started talking about their family. I started talking about old girl. I started talking about step stool, because step stool was added into the argument because obviously it's about their sister. So old girl added step stool into the group chat. Step stool transgender. Step stool is transgender. I didn't mention that because it's not really important, but step stool is transgender. So I was arguing with step stool. And I literally went through their whole thing. Like, I was like, I want to have a fight with step stool. I said I wanted to fight old girl too. Old girl was just like, okay, I'm done talking to y'all. I'm done talking to you. Me and Shane were no longer a thing. And they went on with their lives, and I went on with my life. Now, I will say that this is only part one of the story time. There's more. There's more. A lot of stuff not like a lot of stuff, but like there's more. So there will be a part two to the story time. I don't know when, but eventually there will be. And yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. And I hope y'all don't get into the same predicament. Don't ever trust a stud or a mask. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't